Welcome to Browducation. We are in for a solo episode and another corner of the office. Switched my setup around to record something for content related purposes. Yeah, girl, this is like the fourth thing I've recorded today, so I felt a bit lazy. I don't have any more interviews this week, so that's the reasoning, even though, that's the explanation nobody asked for. Okay, let's dive into it. What we're dealing with today, or we're talking about today, is how communication boundaries and trust keep your books full. So, client care, client experience, all the goods. So, if you're new or seasoned and you're looking to grow your books or retain the clients that you already have, which is always the preference, right? I think it's easier to, well, maybe not. I don't know. Everyone's different. I used to always say that it's easier to keep the clients that are already in your chair than it is to find new ones, but everything's kind of ever changing. So, welcome back to Browducation. I don't even know if I said that already, but thank you for being here. And I also feel like this is maybe something that like we don't talk about enough in the beauty industry, right? But I think client care and communication and all of that is truly the foundation of a booked out sustainable career. Client care and client communication. I'm not talking about warm towels and chill spa music, though those can help too, depending on your situation. I'm talking about the real deal connection, clear communication, and the kind of boundaries that actually make your clients feel safe and supported. The beauty industry is so versatile and it can be so much fun. And I think there is an intrinsic draw that clients experience. They want to be a part of this thing that we're all in. And it's very fun, right? Like, this is a fun place to be. These are fun appointments for most. And I think that that is something that works in our benefit as like an initial draw, you know, but there's so many things that can go into initially interesting or and being interesting enough initially to a client, right? Getting them to just walk into your door. And sometimes that can be hard. I'm not trying to say that's easy, but the problem I see most is not just getting them in, but keeping them sustainably. So I'm talking as a brow artist who has been in the industry for 10 years, and I have clients that have been with me basically, actually, some of them since absolute day one. So that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about what we can do to create longevity with client retention. So, the beauty of this industry is that we get to create lasting relationships, but those don't just happen by chance. So, today I'm sharing my 3 client care commitments that help me keep clients coming back even when things don't go perfectly. And that's the real reality, is that not everything goes perfect every single time, especially when you're new and you're figuring your shit out, whether your shit is your business, your skill level, your what you want to do, all of those things. I've had clients that have stuck with me and still support my business, whether they've moved away, they've changed services, I've dropped things off. I used to offer facials, and I would have clients that would come in and get their brows done and their facial. And once I dropped facials off, they still come and see me for their brows. I think it's just a matter of building these trusting relationships with these clients to keep them coming back. So let's dive into it. These are my personal golden rules and the things that have made my client relationships solid over time. And the best part is you can start doing all these today, no matter how long you've been in business. So let's go into the initial 3 that I want to talk about, right? I wanted to keep it short and sweet and easy for you to follow. I have my note cards so that I stay on track. So if you see me reading off, if you're watching this, that's why. So number 1, be clear, not cute. This was really hard for me at the beginning. I wanted everything to be clever. I wanted to be kitschy. I wanted to be cheeky. I wanted to be cute. But let's not do that anymore. Okay? I don't overpromise. I don't sugarcoat. From the moment someone finds me in my service descriptions, DMs, emails, booking systems, I'm clear about what they can expect. That clarity builds trust. They know that I'm not going to be saying some bullshit coming out of my mouth. And I'm also not using some weird marketing technique to get them to book, right? That's not what the goal is here. That clarity builds trust. It also filters out people who might not be the right fit. And the people who do book, they're already feeling safe before they even get to my studio. That's the importance, right? I want to come across as the expert that I am. I want to come across like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I don't want to be cutesy. I don't want anything that's not me or my skill level book getting the client to book. So let's just cut the cute and keep it clear, transparent, and honest. Number 2, educate. Your girl is an educator, ride or die. Continuing education in general is my shit. So number 2 is educate before, during, and after. Education is client care. Period. Mic drop. I would mic drop this if it wasn't expensive. I talk through every step of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and what they can expect, especially with first timers. I think there's always a time and a place for thorough explanation. Sometimes a client doesn't want you walking through everything, and I totally get that. But once you've been in the business long enough, you can kind of gauge what type of client you're dealing with, right? Whether they're one of those people that needs to hear every little step, or if there's somebody who's like, give me the bullet points, tell me what you're doing. I don't need to know every little bit, but everyone wants to know a little bit about what's happening. And the ones that really want the detail will ask questions. So keep your eyes out, ears out for that. Look, I love you, but your threading game, it's giving Pinterest fail. Stop torturing your clients and yourself with made-up techniques. My hand-tied threading course is where you actually learn how to do it right. Perfect tension, painless technique, and brows that could cut glass. It's online, self-paced, and will have you feeling like the threading queen you were meant to be. Go click the link in the show notes. Your clients' faces will thank you. I send prep instructions and aftercare, not just as a checklist, but I explain in real human terms. So the time to get technical is not with your clients. The time to get technical is when you're talking to other artists, or if you're building something for your employees or something like that. Talking to clients, let's dumb it down so that they understand. Because if they don't understand how their aftercare works or what you're trying to explain to them, it's going in one ear and out the other. So clients feel empowered when they understand the service. The empowerment leads to confidence, and confidence equals returning clients. So remember that you want your clients to not only feel confident in your skill level, but in their ability to maintain the results when they get home. Okay? Yeah, that's another mic drop. Just kidding. Okay. Number 3, boundaries equals safety. Boundaries equals safety. Yes, boundaries are a form of care. This is real. And the boundaries are not just for you, but also for your clients. Having structures, having structure, like no late arrivals, cancellation policy, maybe limited DM conversations, helps your client know what's expected and what's okay. You are literally handing them the blueprint of what is okay and not okay behavior. And it's just a boundary built for both of you. They know where to stay in their own lane, and you know where to stay in your lane. And then the whole relationship can be symbiotic without having to have weird, awkward interactions. It also creates a reliable professional experience. Honest, I'm the professional, right? So I have to take my business and my boundaries seriously. Creates a professional experience, which ironically makes them feel more cared for. I say this all the time. You can be warm and kind and have boundaries. It's not an either or. And please be kind with your boundaries, because I see a lot of boundaries or meanness being tossed around, and I fucking hate that. These clients are people, they're human beings, and they deserve kindness, especially if you want them to fork over their hard earned money and work with you. There's a lot of saturation. We talk about that all the time in the beauty industry. There's saturation left and right. So let's not give them a reason to find somebody else. And being rude is one of them. Now, let's talk about something that's made the biggest difference in my retention. Transparency. I don't try to be perfect. I aim to be honest. When you create open, judgment-free space for communications, your clients will feel safe to say, hey, this wasn't exactly what I expected, without fear of judgment or backlash or anything like that. And I don't know about you, but if I didn't deliver the first time, I want to know so that I can make sure to deliver the next time. And instead of ghosting or complaining to a friend, they'll rebook because they trust you. They trust you'll listen and work with them. Here's an example. I once had a client whose lash lift didn't quite take 100%. Instead of panicking or ignoring it, I asked her how she felt, validated it, and explained what may have happened and offered a solution. She rebooked, referred 3 friends, and still comes to me years later. Not because it was perfect, but because I was present and willing to fix it. So these are just things that are gonna happen, right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're gonna run into it. I mean, lash lifts is a perfect example because lash lifts can be so fucking difficult. And one week it works, one week it's not, and it's a billion different things. But when we're dealing with these chemicals and situations and different clients with different skincare routines, different skincare types, different lifestyles, all of that, there's going to be hiccups. But the biggest thing is wanting your client to be comfortable enough to confront you with the hiccup, or not confront you, but come to you with that hiccup. Be comfortable enough to actually say something to you, and then you get to fix it. You get to be the hero. You get to build that relationship. You get to show them that it's okay to communicate, and it's okay if you didn't like it. We can fix it. I'm here to fix it. I'm the professional. I can do these things. So I think too many beauty pros focus on the first impression, which is good, but long term success comes from the second, fifth, and visit. Okay. Client retention isn't about wowing someone once, it's about making them feel consistently seen, heard, and taken care of. So check in, follow up, ask for feedback, make little notes in their files about what they like or don't. Those little things build loyalty. And honestly, it feels better because now you're building a business on relationships, not just appointments. So if you're feeling stressed about getting new clients, I get it. It's super hard. It can be difficult, but don't forget the ones that are already in your chair. Don't get so wrapped up in content and marketing and all these things that you're slipping when you actually have a booked appointment. Great client care is the real secret to growing your business. It's not sexy, it's not fast, but it works. Be clear, be present, set boundaries, communicate with care. That combo builds trust, and trust builds a business that lasts. If this episode helped you shift how you think about client care, share it with your beauty bestie or drop it in your story and tag me. I'd love to see it. And you guys, thank you for listening to Browducation, where we make beauty biz make sense. And I will catch you next Thursday. Make sure to reach out to me if you have questions regarding this episode or any of the solo episodes this season. I really want to get a little bit more tight knit community wise. I want to have conversations in the DMs. I want to hear your guys' feedback. I want to hear your struggles. I want to hear that things are working and aren't working in your business so that I can better help you. That's the whole point of Browducation is brow education. Whatever the concern may be, that's exactly what this was. Somebody was curious about client care. That's what this is. And same with my other series that's talking about work-life balance. This is all for you guys. And honestly, this kind of stuff helps me help you, right? And it also helps me again because it reiterates things that I find really important. Thank you for listening to me yap. I hope you're enjoying these short, quick episodes packed full of education and tips and insights. And I will catch you next Thursday.